Hello, my name is Mark Hamlin. I'd like to introduce you to the world's #1 funding system for everyday people, utilizing the power of crowdfunding, cooperative economics, and viral marketing. What is crowdfunding? According to Wikipedia, it's the practice of funding a project or venture by raising many donations from a large number of people, typically via the internet. What is cooperative economics? A cooperative or co-op is an autonomous association of people who voluntarily cooperate for their mutual, social, economic, and cultural benefit. What is viral marketing? Viral marketing is an idea that spreads, and an idea that while it is spreading, actually helps promote your cause. So let's look at some crowdfunding facts. There are 3 different types of crowdfunding. There's equity, lending, but the biggest piece of the pie is donations. That's 71%. That's where people actually give you money to help you with your projects, your causes, and your needs. There are over 600 crowdfunding websites on the marketplace today. Now, other crowdfunding platforms use direct funding. Direct funding uses addition. This is where you must continually find people who will donate to your project. So, you write your story, you choose a website or platform that's going to host your story, but then it becomes your responsibility to promote it. And the projects that do the best have a large database of people who already know them. They have an advertising budget. They may have a team of people that are going to promote the project together. And if they're fortunate, they'll be able to promote their project through the media to get worldwide attention. Unfortunately, most projects don't have that, and therefore 80% of crowdfunding projects do not get any funding or very little funding at all. Well, we've created a solution for that. We call it community shared funding, which is multiplication. As a community, we support the projects of one another using an innovative platform that automatically places projects in your crowd that produces possibly hundreds of thousands of donations to your project. How to join our community? You join our community by making a one-time out-of-pocket donation of $50, $100, or $200 to the project of the person or the organization that referred you. They receive 100% of this money. There's no additional cost, no monthly cost, no auto ship, and no yearly cost. How to qualify to receive donations? Refer at least 2 project managers that donate $200 for a total of $400 and use the funds to get in position to receive possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars of donations from other projects within our community. And we'll explain that in detail. You have a clear understanding of how that works. So, how do we support one another? Well, it works like this. In order to participate in crowdfunding, you must first have a project. That's what makes it legal. Otherwise, it's gifting. So, we are donating to the projects of people to help them reach their goals. So, first thing you're going to do, you're going to donate to the project of the person or the organization that referred you. In this case, we're going to say it's the Veterans Program, which is on the first floor before you. When you make that donation, they're going to receive 100% of it. So then you go out, this is the viral marketing, and you spread the word. You'll say something like this: you found a way to get the funding for your project or your cause, and the great thing is that you don't have to pay the money back because the money is being given to you through crowdfunding. Do you know anyone who needs funding for anything? Alright, well, people are going to respond to that. You're going to send them the information by way of a capture page. You'll send them to a video, invite them to a live workshop. You'll do a 3-way call with the person or organization that referred you, and we will help you get those people registered with our program. So now you can refer as many organizations or individuals as you prefer, as you want. It's unlimited, and when they make those first donations up to the first $200, you receive 100% of that. So you're well on your way toward reaching your funding goal. Now here's the power of cooperative crowdfunding. When those individuals and organizations which are on the first floor after you, when they refer others, now those other organizations are on the second floor after you. You can also qualify to receive donations from them as well. How do you do that? You take a little bit of the donations that you have already received and you donate to another project within our platform. In this case, it's Bill's College Fund on the second floor before you. Now this process continues because when these projects on the second floor after you refer others, you now have projects on the third floor after you. You can also qualify to receive donations from them by taking a little bit of the donations that you have already received and donate to another project within our platform. In this case, it's the alumni group on the third floor before you. And this process continues multiple times because within our platform, we support the projects of one another. And isn't that the way it should be? People supporting each other? And the simplest way of explaining this, how this works, is the more people you help, the more help you get. So, one of the things that we've had the ability to show individuals and organizations how to raise $50,000 within their first 40 days. So I'm going to explain this and break this down for you and show you how simple it is to do this, how easy it is to do this with our platform. First of all, I need to explain this diagram to you. On the left here, you have the numbers 1 through 7. Imagine a building with 7 floors, and on these floors are the projects that joined our community before you. We're going to say that your project is on the first floor. On the second floor is the project of the person who referred you, then the project of the person who referred them, etc., etc., etc. So these 7 numbers represent the projects that started before you. Now, you notice that there are many steps here. The object is to walk your way up these steps, making donations to other projects within our platform until you get all the way to the 7th floor. All right? So that's how this works. Now, remember, all the projects that you personally refer, you receive 100% direct funding. So as they make these donations, this first $200 goes to you, and you receive 100% of it. Now, on floors 2 through 7, it's a different formula. This is called community shared funding, and you receive 50% of these donations. The other 50% is shared with 2 other projects. That would be the project that referred you and the project that referred them. This is called community shared funding. In this first explanation, we're going to focus on this first 50% in order to make it simple for you to understand. So, to raise $50K in 40 days, this is what we call the fast track. You want to start with a one-time donation of $200 to the project of the person who referred you. So let's go ahead and make those donations. Next, you're going to refer 5 projects or 5 individuals who want to raise $50,000 within 40 days. It could be individuals, it could be organizations, and they will donate $200 to you. So 5 times 200 is $1,000. So in your first week, you will raise $1,000 following this very simple strategy. Now, when those projects go out and they're going to refer 5 as well, you will now have 25 projects on the second floor after you. On this side represents the projects that are coming after you. On this side are the projects that started before you. Now, in order for you to receive donations from these 25 projects that are coming after you, you must first qualify. How do you qualify? By making a donation to the project that's on the second floor before you. How much are you going to donate? You're going to donate $20, then $100, then $200. This is a total of $320. Where does this $320 come from? It comes from your surplus. It comes from this $1,000. You remember we mentioned you never have to go back into your pocket again because this is a self-funding program. Very powerful. All right, so in order for you to receive donations from these 25 projects, you must first qualify by making a donation to the project on the second floor before you. So you do that first, and then once these projects actually make the same donations that you made to the project on the second floor before them, those donations will come to you. So let's go ahead and make those donations. All right, so you just donated $320, but you're going to receive 50%. Remember, this is a different formula. 50% of that. 50% of 320 is 160. 160 times 25 projects is additional $4,000 for your project. All right, very simple. Now, those 25 projects, they're going to refer 5 projects each as well. So 5 times 25 is 125. So now you have 125 projects on the third floor after you. When these 125 projects step up to the third floor and make these third floor donations, if you have qualified, you will receive the donations that we're about to show you. How do you qualify? You take a little bit of money out of this $4,000 that you received and you donate to the project on the third floor before you. How much are you going to donate? $40, $200, and $400. That's a total of $640. Let's go ahead and make the donations. $640. Where does the $640 come from? It comes out of the $4,000 that you received previous, right? So you donate $640 in order to receive half of that, or 50%, which is 320. So $320 times 125 projects. That's an additional $40,000 for your projects. Just that fast. Now, the thing you want to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that the strategy here is that you and everyone within your community will go out and refer 5 projects within the first 7 days. 5 projects within the first 7 days. If everyone does that and follows that very simple system, everyone will receive $1,000 within their first week, and they will be on track to raising $45,000 within 40 days. Very simple. Now, even when you take out what you donated, which is $1,160, you still have $43,840 for your project. Now, I said $50,000 within 40 days, so I have a question for you. Is this $43,000 all of the money? No, it's not, because we did not include this additional 50% that we left out earlier because we didn't want to confuse you. So let's go ahead and include that now. So I have a question for you. What happens when you help 5 individuals or organizations generate $43,000 in 40 days? Well, that 50% matching donation applies. So you receive $21,500 each in matching donations simply by helping those 5 organizations or individuals that you referred to the program do what you did, for an additional $107,500 for your project. So all total, including the $43,000 that you received prior, that's over $151,000 for your project. So ladies and gentlemen, if you follow this process just with 33% accuracy, you will still reach your goal. So what we've done is we have underpromised and overdelivered to show you how simple it is to do this, and it's pretty powerful. All right, now, one of the things that makes our system extremely extraordinary is the fact that we have an auto builder, and this auto builder is automatically turned on when you first join us. Then we also have something called an auto step up. Now you need to turn that on yourself. So as the donations come in, it's going to gradually move you up those stairs, making those other donations, which qualifies you to receive additional donations from the other community that is growing. And so this is done on automatic pilot. So the first 2 projects that you refer are going to fall in these first 2 spots, which we call the spotlight. Now, everything else that you do is going to fall in a symmetric order. Everything else that everyone does within your community, that John does, that Susan does, that you do, it falls in a symmetrical order, which causes the donations to accelerate. It maximizes the donations for your project. So it looks like this. As those other projects are referred within the system, they fall within your community in this symmetrical order, and it maximizes donations, and it's absolutely the most powerful thing I have ever seen. And this process, ladies and gentlemen, actually goes on to infinity. It connects people with people, cities with cities, states with states, and countries with countries. So powerful. All right, now, how do you qualify to receive community donations? Well, remember we said that you're going to take $200 and you're going to donate to the project of the person who referred you. All right, now, when you refer your first 2 people, just 2, you're going to receive $400, because those 2 are going to donate $200 to you. This is what you do with that $200. You use that to qualify yourself to receive donations from projects that are on the 2nd floor after you. So what's that total? It's $320. So you take $320 out of the $400 right here, and you use it to qualify yourself. So now, congratulations, you are now community shared qualified. You are now in a position to receive donations from other projects within our community that were referred by other project managers. Very powerful, very simple. Once you have done this, you also now qualify to make withdrawals from the system, and we'll explain that in more detail once you partner up with us. For more information, ladies and gentlemen, you can listen to this recorded call. You can dial 641-715-3900 and then use the PIN 726-440#. Then get back with the person who referred you to this presentation and start your project today.